How's it going, everybody? Today we have another tier list.
It better not be some lousy-ass tier list like a My Little Pony character tier list.
Hey, Donald, don't clown on My Little Pony. That shit really impacted me as a child.
Of course you would like My Little Pony, Joe. You could watch paint dry and still find it entertaining.
Settle down, guys. Now, Donald, I actually have to agree with Joe. Twilight Sparkle is my spirit animal. Anyway, today we are going to be making a Red Dead Redemption character tier list.
I love The Shawshank Redemption. It was a fantastic movie.
Damn it, Joe. He said Red Dead Redemption, not Shawshank Redemption, although I do agree that it was an excellent movie.
First up, we have Uncle. Now, if you ask me, I would put Uncle in A tier. I think he was a great comic relief character that everyone could love.
I agree. I think Uncle was always a pleasure to be around, especially towards the end when he was helping John on the ranch.
That is a horrible take. Uncle belongs in C tier at best. Uncle was a lazy piece of shit that always slowed you down. Whenever things got rough, Uncle would expect you to do all the work and blame it on lumbago.
Sorry, Don, you were overruled by the majority.
Can we at least agree on B tier?
B tier is fine.
Okay, B tier it is. Next up, we have Arthur Morgan.
Automatic S tier.
Anything but S would be an absolute travesty.
All right, S tier it is.
Arthur had some of the best character development I've ever seen in a video game.
When Arthur died, that really brought a tear to my eye. Seeing him pass away on that cliff while staring off into the sunset really went hard.
The ending actually pissed me off. Seeing him get stabbed by Micah was such a disgraceful way to kill him off.
Of course you got the bad ending, you selfish, greedy bastard.
Who are you calling a greedy bastard? You probably fell asleep during the ending, Joe. You probably can't even remember the ending you got.
No need to get so personal. Next up, we have Sadie Adler.
Sadie Adler was a badass. She provided a great example of how a tough female character should be portrayed. Another S tier.
Sadie Adler was a great character, but I think S tier is a little high.
I agree. Personally, I found that Sadie was just a background character that didn't contribute much to the story. I would put her in C tier.
C tier is way too low. I'm going to put her in A tier. All right, what did you guys think about Hosea? Personally, I would put him in the C tier. I think his contributions to the group were quite admirable, but he was killed off too soon.
That is a trash take, Obama. What the fuck is the matter with you? Hosea was the perfect mentor to Arthur. His death was tragic and marked a turning point for Dutch's character.
For once, I think Joe has a base take. Hosea was an excellent mentor to Arthur, and I felt a pain in my heart when he died.
That pain is probably a heart attack from all the cheeseburgers you've been eating, you fat fuck. All right, I'll bump him up to B tier, but I will not go any higher. Next up, we have Dutch. I think Dutch was a fantastic villain. To see him turn from a caring individual that just wanted to help his gang survive to a greed-ridden monster was A tier-worthy character development.
I agree with Obama. Rockstar did an excellent job to show how Dutch had become corrupted by the idea of obtaining unimaginable wealth.
What have you guys been smoking? Dutch was an awful character. I hated the way he treated everyone towards the end of the game. He was a selfish dick that just wanted everything for himself. D-tier villain.
That is what made him a great villain. You got to see his descent into madness. I'm sorry, Don, but you're being overruled. A tier.
Fuck you, Obama. I'll be right back. I've got to go microwave my Hot Pocket.
All right, Joe, I guess we'll have to decide the next character.
Okay, let's do Sean next. I hated his Irish accent. I would have to put him in F tier.
Sean was a pretty trash character. I'm glad they killed him off early game. Let's put him in F tier for now. Where do you put Micah on the list, Joe?
Absolute F tier. I wanted to shoot Micah ever since we rescued him in Strawberry. It was so satisfying when John finally got to send him to hell at the end of the game.
I'm back, guys. What did I miss?
We're trying to figure out where to rank Micah.
F- tier. He was a dirty rat.
Now, hold up, guys. I hated Micah just as much as the next guy, however. That is what made him a great villain. Everyone wanted to put a cap in his ass from day one. I don't think I could put him in F.
Sorry, Obama, but you are overruled by Trump and I.
Why the hell did you put Sean in F tier? I like Sean, especially during the mission where you had to burn down the tobacco fields. At the very least, there is no way that he is at the same level as Micah.
That's a fair point. I'll move Sean up to D and put Micah in F just for you, Joe. But I need you to enchant my pickaxe with Fortune 3 on our Minecraft server. You and Don have way more diamonds than me.
Get on my level, Obama. My diamond armor drip is something you could never afford.
That's because I have a life and don't sit on my ass all day playing the craft.
Yeah, Donald, he has a point. I always see you on while I'm playing. George and Bill say the same thing.
Shut the fuck up, Joe.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Joe. All right, next up we have Charles. I personally think Charles should go in A tier.
He was a true friend to Arthur and became close with John towards the end of the game. I would trust Charles with my life.
Charles was a static character and didn't change much throughout the story. I think putting him in A tier is a little high. I think you should go to the D tier.
We can compromise and put him in B last, but certainly not least. Where do we rank John?
John was kind of a deadbeat dad towards the beginning of Red Dead 2. He slowly became a more responsible and respectable character. I would put John in a tier. He wasn't perfect, but showed excellent character development.
Let's not forget that John also was the protagonist of Red Dead 1. He was able to bring his old gang members that turned his back on him to justice. Sadly, he just wasn't able to leave his old life behind, and it got the best of him in the end.
Finally, something we can all agree on. All right, I'll put him in A tier.
Oh, shit, I think my Hot Pocket is burning. I've got to go.
All right, Joe, let's hop on the craft so you can give me that enchantment.
I'm kind of tired, and it's almost my bedtime.
What the fuck, Joe? It's only 7 o'clock.
I need my beauty sleep, Obama, but I'll be on tomorrow.
All right, I'll see you later, Joe.